in the studio who will be looking at all of these issues with us. Abiodun Bangboye, good to have you again on AM Cafe. And of course, we saw that Ezekwesili was talking during her campaign to become the president of Nigeria. But all of a sudden, you've seen her backing out, saying that she's no longer interested. And she now wants to join a force that would defeat the APC and the PDP. You know, what do you have to make of all of these issues?
Well, it is not a surprising development to me. And I think every conscious follower of Nigerian politics and polity shouldn't also be surprised. And why I'm saying this is because every capitalist, pro-capitalist and bourgeois politicians in Nigeria, their involvement and participation in politics is always based on calculation to position themselves where their self-serving interests will always be actualized. Their involvement is always far from aspiration of making life better for people. Of course, in the process, you hear them saying, articulating the minds, the aspiration of the people. But that is not always on the basis of getting to power and ensure that there's a drastic turnaround.
So you're saying that what Ezekwesili is saying is lip service?
It's not always to get there to turn around the misfortune of Nigeria, but it's always to get there, you know, to actualize their self-serving interest. So Ezekwesili has achieved his aim. As far as I'm concerned, he has popularized himself, he has relaunched his relevance politically among the ruling elite. So they are now aware that he still exists, unlike his contemporary that has gone down the drain in terms of politics in Nigeria. But he has used the 2019 election to relaunch his political relevance. So
what does that mean? You know, what does that mean? Are you saying in essence that what she has been campaigning for instance, to make Nigeria a better place, was more or less lip service?
Populism. What is populism? Populism is an act of politicians articulating the minds and the aspiration, the anger of the people to launch themselves into the political arena. That is just it. And that's exactly what has played out. And it is not limited to high alone, everywhere. I'm contesting election in Oyo State. We have 40 political parties participating in this election for the Oyo State governor. And I'm shocked you yourself did not even bother to introduce that while doing my introduction. But the point I'm just trying to make out of
you have been more of an activist than even actually canvassing for police. Obviously, it's not a crime.
So what I'm saying is that I'm more known to be a gubernatorial candidate of Socialist Party of Nigeria in Oyo State today. You know, which itself is a build up on my record as a conscious, you know, socialist and defender of the interests of the people. So, but let me try to make this point. In Oyo State, we have 40 political parties contesting. But do you know one of the political party? The leadership has already declared, the chairman, the secretary, the entire leadership of the party, Alliance for Democracy, they have already declared for PDP. We have a gubernatorial candidate that is still struggling, that I'm contesting, I'm still in the race. Meanwhile, the leadership has declared for the PDP.
What does that mean?
What that means
what does that mean? And what's the future of opposition party itself? Because we saw that ACPN too was an opposition party itself. What likelihood are we looking at here, especially when it comes to opposition party being able to live in terms of politicking in the country?
What we are saying is that what is opposition party? Opposition party ordinarily should be based on the fact that this is party in government. They are being government, whether at the state or the federal level. They are being ruling, and you are dissatisfied and displeasure with the economic policies, and you are now offering an alternative. It is in that context we see or we define our own opposition. But when you look at all of the political parties that exist in Nigeria today, except our own, all of them subscribe to the same ideological disposition. You know, they are all capitalist political parties.
Mr. Bangboe.
So in that context, there's no opposition, because if I'm in government, I'm a retrenching worker, I'm deregulating the means of production. The means of production. I'm commercializing the social services, and the expectation is that if I also get there, I will do the same. So how do you define opposition in that context?
Okay, let's look at it this way. You know, the belief in some quarters is that some persons in any contest, especially in political contest, they are underdogs, they are green-ons, and perhaps they should not even, throw in their weight in the first place. Take, for instance, Oby Ezekwesili has withdrawn. Perhaps all she's been hearing is that this contest is strictly between Atiku of the PDP and Muhammadu Buhari of the APC. And when you try to counter that, even scholars will tell you that is the truth. So in that context, would you say it was wrong for her to have withdrawn?
That is, if that's the basis for the withdrawal, that means she's an opportunist. Because participating in an election goes beyond desperation of winning.
Even when you know you are not going to win.
It goes beyond desperation of winning. What defines winning? For instance, now, we are participating in election in Oyo State here. And even before the conclusion of election, we know that we are beginning to win. For instance, in Oyo State before now, it has never happened before for someone who stay in a rented apartment, to contest the governorship position of Oyo State. I've done that under the platform of Socialist Party of Nigeria. That is a political victory. It has never happened in Oyo State that someone who did not have millions, billions in his bank account can venture into the arena of contesting for the governorship of Oyo State. As I speak, I have done it under the platform of Socialist Party.
And you have people.
It's a political victory.
And you have people who will say.
You have seen me campaigning from street to street.
And you will see people.
You have been seeing it on Facebook.
And you will see.
Without a branded vehicle.
Okay, Mr. Abiodun.
That is a political
Mr.
victory.
Abiodun, you just have to hold your thought here. We'll take this break and we'll be right back discussing the issue of Ezekwesili withdrawal from the presidential race itself.
Leaders is because whether a Nigerian dies or stays alive, there will be money from oil in the public treasury. So